Good morning, children. This lesson is of class 8 for the subject of mathematics, topic arithmetical problems, time and work, which is being submitted to you on 9th August 2021. Children, in today's lesson, we are going to discuss about time and work. Problems based on time and work can be solved by using the unitary method or variation, that is direct and indirect, or by both methods together. The general rules used to find either the work done in a given period of time or the time required to complete a piece of work are as follows. Children, to find the work done in a given period of time, rule 1 is if a person completes a work in X days, the work done by him in one day is 1 upon X. Is this clear? I'm repeating. Rule 1 is if a person completes a work in X days, the work done by him in one day is 1 upon X. Now, rule number 2 is if a person completes a work in X days, then work done by him in Y days is Y upon X, or you can say Y into 1 upon X. I hope it is clear. Now see, rule number 3 is if a person work done by a person, if the work done by a person in one day is 1 upon X, then the time taken by him to complete the whole work will be equal to X days, right? So these are the 3 rules that we are going to follow while doing the questions based on direct and inverse variations. I hope it is clear. Now children, see rule number 4. The last rule is if A completes a work in X days and B completes a work in Y days, then work done by A and B together in one day is equal to 1 upon X, that is A's one day work, 1 upon Y, that is B's one day work, and that is equal to Z, right? So time taken by A and B together to complete the work is 1 upon Z. Is it clear? Now children, let us discuss few examples based on this. See now, example number 1 is if a man can do a piece of work in 12 days, his one day work is equal to 1 upon 12. Clear? Second is if a man one day work is 1 upon 15, then he can complete the work in 15 days. I'm repeating this. If man's one day work is 1 by 15, then he can complete the work in 15 days, right? Here 1 upon 15 is the total work, right, done by him in one day. That is the number of days required to do a certain work is 1 upon 1 day's work, right? If you take the reciprocal of 1 day's work, you will get the total number of days. This is very, very important here. Now see the third point. It is number of days required to complete a certain work is equal to work to be completed upon 1 day's work. I'm repeating, number of days required to complete a certain work is equal to work to be completed upon 1 day's work. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Very good. Now, children, let us take a small break of 3 to 4 minutes. During the break, answer the following questions. Right? Question number 1 here is, A does a piece of work in 10 days. Then, in 1 day, A can do dash of the work. Clear? Second is, if B does 1 upon 8 of a work in 1 day, then he can complete the work in X days, right? X days. So here we need to find the number of days here. Now next, third is, if A and B can do a work individually in 4 and 6 days respectively, then they together can complete the work in dash days, right? Now children, you can pause the lesson. Break is over, children. Answer to the given questions are 1 by 10, 8 days, 12 upon 5, that is 2 by 5 days. I hope you all have understood this now. Now children, open your book, page number AP 13, exercise 2. Now let us discuss few questions from the exercise. So here, question number 1 is, Rajan can do a job in 60 days. First part here is, how much of the job will he be able to finish in a day? Now we have to find his work done by him in 1 day, right? So how to find this work done by him in 1 day? That is 1 upon 60. So Rajan's 1 day work is 1 upon 60. Now see the second part. How much of the job will he able to do in 36 days? Now children, Rajan's 1 day work is 1 by 60. Then Rajan's 36 days work will be 1 upon 60 multiplied by 36. After simplification, we will get 3 upon 5. So Rajan can complete 3 upon 5 of the work in 36 days. Now children, see third part. In how many days will he do 2 upon 5 of the job? So that is, we know that Rajan can complete the work in 60 days. So Rajan will do 2 upon 5 of the work in 2 upon 5 into 60. So that is 24 days. Is it clear to everyone now? Now children, let us move to next question. See question number 5. A can dig 1 upon 12 of a trench in 1 day, while B can dig 1 upon 6 of the trench in 3 days. Here children, trench is a deep hole, a pit, right? If they work together, how long will they take to dig the whole trench? So now children, it is given that A can dig 1/12 of a trench in one day. So we can write A's one day work is 1/12. And it is also given that B's 3 days work is 1/6. So this means B's one day work will be equal to 1/6 and 3 will come down here. That is 1/3. So that is 1/18. Now children, have a look again. A's one day work is 1/12 and B's one day work is 1/18. So together, one day work will be equal to how much? That is 1/12 plus 1/18. So after taking the LCM, that is 36. Now 12 3s are 36. So 3 will come here. 18 2s are 26. So 2 will come here. So that is 5/36. That means A and B together one day work is 5/36. So as per the rule, together they can complete the work in how many days? We will take the reciprocal. That is 36/5. That is equal to 1/5 days. I hope you all have understood this. Now children, let's move to next question. See question number 7 now. Question number 7 is A and B start on a job which A can complete in 6 days and B can complete in 8 days. After 2 days, B falls ill. How long will A take to complete the rest of the job? Children, try to understand the question first. Here, A's one day work will be 1/6. B's one day work will be 1/8. Now, we have to find together one day work. And after that, we will find together 2 days work. And then we analyze how much work is left, right? So let us see how to solve this. A's one day work 1/6, B's one day work 1/8. Now together one day work is 1/6 plus 1/8. LCM is 24. So it is 7/24 is one day work. That is together one day work, right? Now together 2 days work will be, you just have to multiply 7/24 by 2. So that is equal to 7/12, right? Now, together one day work is 7/12. Now, let us find the remaining work, right? So, the remaining work is 1 minus 1/12. That is equal to 12 minus 7. That is by taking the LCM. So, that means 5/12 is the work which is left, right? After 2 days, this work is left with us. So now let us use the formula. Number of days taken by A to complete the remaining work. Children, remember here, it is remaining work we are talking about, right? So the formula is remaining work. That is whatever the work is left. Since A is supposed to complete the remaining work, so A is one day work, right? If B is supposed to complete the remaining work, in that case, we will take B's one day work. So here, children, you can see that remaining work is 5/12 and A's one day work was 1/6. So what is the final answer? Yes, that is 5/2. So 5 upon 2 is the number of days that you can say 2.5 days. I hope you all have understood this. This is very important questions here. Now children, see question number 10. Here 8 men or 12 women can do a job in 25 days, right? Either 8 men complete the work in 25 days or 12 women can complete the work in 25 days. In what time can 6 men and 11 women do it? So let us work it together now. Solution is, given that 8 men's work is equal to 12 women's work. Is it clear, children? Because they both can complete the work in 25 days. So we can write this as 8 men's work is equal to 12 women's work. Now, 1 man work is equal to 12 by 8 women work. We have bring this 8 here down. So that is 12 upon 8. So after simplification, we'll do it in the next step. See, now 1 man work is 12 upon 8. As per the requirement of the question, 6 men's work is equal to 12 upon 8 into 6. So that is come out to be 9 women work. So that means 6 men work is equal to 9 women work. And what was given? 8 men work was equal to 12 women work. Right, children? Now, in the question, we need to find 6 men work and 11 women work. Now, children, we have just got 6 men work is equal to 9 women work, right? So, instead of 6 men, we will write 9 women. So, 6 men is 9 women and 11 as it is. So, 9 plus 11, that is 20 women work, right? Now, given 20 women can do the work in 25 days, right? So, 1 woman can work in 25 into 12, that is 300 days. 20 women can do work in 300 divided by 20, that is 15 days, right? Now, children, what is 20 women? 20 women is basically 6 men plus 11 women work. So that means 6 men plus 11 women can complete a work in 15 days. Children, please repeat this question once more and then note down in your notebook, right? Now let us move to next question. Question number 12. Question number 12 is, A can do a job in 3 hours, B in 4 hours, and C in 6 hours. That is, same job is done by all 3 in different time, right? If they work together and receive rupees 360, how much money should each get? Right? So let us solve this now. Here A's 1 hour job is 1 by 3, B's 1 hour job is 1 by 4, and C's 1 hour job is 1 by 6. So together 1 hour job is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 6. Here LCM is 12, right? So after taking the LCM, it is 9 upon 12, that is 3 upon 4. So all 3 together can do the job in 4 upon 3 hour, right? Now children, here all 3, now A ratio, B ratio, C is, see, A ratio, B ratio, C is from here only in the beginning, that is 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 6. Children, here together this portion is not required in the question. All if it is asked, then only you will solve this part, right? This is just for your understanding we have done. Now, A ratio B ratio C is equal to 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by 6. LCM was 12. So we have to find individually now. 1 upon 3 into 12, 1 upon 4 into 12, 1 upon 6 into 12. So the ratio is 4 ratio 3 ratio 2. Now we will follow the ratio method, that is sum of ratio is 9, that is 4 plus 3 plus 2. Now A's share will be equal to 4 upon 9 into 360, that is 160. Then 3 upon 9 into 360, that is 120. I hope it is clear till here. And C's share is equal to 2 upon 9 into 360, that is rupees 80. I hope you all have understood. Now children, let us move to last question, that is question number 14. Two pipes can separately fill a tank in 3 hours and 4 hours respectively. If they are both used together, that is both the pipes are used together, how much the time will they take to fill the tank? Children, it is very easy. See, portion of tank filled by first pipe in 1 hour, that is how much tank is filled in 1 hour, that is 1 by 3, 1/3 of the total volume of the tank, right? Now portion of tank fills by second pipe in 1 hour is 1 by 4. Now we have to find the portion of tank filled by both in 1 hour, right? So that is equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4, that is 7 upon 12. Therefore, the time taken to fill the tank is 12 upon 7, that is we have taken the reciprocal. If the tank can be filled in 1 hour is 7 upon 12, so that means total time taken is 12 upon 7, that is 15 upon 7 hours, right? I hope you all have understood the concept of time and work. Please go through all the examples given in book. Now you have to solve the following questions in your maths register. That is question number 2, 6, 8, 11 and 13. Thank you, children.